Give me a second. Getting some stuff. Hang on. There's a reason I'm down below here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get some. Hang on. Let me get the RuneScape music on. But buttons. I am professional streamer. I promise. I just need to do some extra work. There we go. Oh, kind of low. There we go. Actually, I might need to turn that up a little. There we go. I just need to turn on some music. I've got something to show you guys. Thank you for the cookies and the head pets. So, I'm down here for a very, very valid reason. It's because... Also, hello, happy Monday, by the way. I don't think I said that. Happy Monday! But yes. I have something fun to show that Avis and Avis finally finished. And I'm excited to show you some of the newer stuff that's now on here. Yeah. So, let me just... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hello? Hello, hello. I'm just gonna zoom in, make myself like a little bit more comfortable. Hello? Guys notice anything different? I can wink. I can wink better now. I used to struggle. But that's not everything. Let me show you something very fun. Yes, that's actually correct. Ava's got me some better rigging. So now I can do things like this. I can do a little cheek poof now. How dare you? I'm a lot more expressive now. At least that's what I like to tell myself. How dare you? I can pout now, actually, yes. Yes, I can pout now. If I'm ever upset, you guys know when the pout comes out. I got the Maya puffy cheeks. There are some adjustments I need to do on my own end, but that's all on me. I need to, like, figure out some extra stuff. But yay! I'm so happy I can finally feel a little bit more expressive. Hey, don't call me a chipmunk. How dare you? How dare you call me a chipmunk? That's just mean. Not really. I'm just playing with you. I have way too much fun with that now. I have way too much fun with the new stuff now. Now there are, like I said, there are a few things I probably need to do some adjustments on, and again, that's on me. I was just way too excited to express everything. Actually, technically speaking, Avis had this all done and ready to go on Saturday, but I didn't get to show you everything because I didn't have particular things ready to go and set up yet, so... Pardon. I am mostly 90% better. I am still just getting out some of the other trespassers in my lungs. But yeah. But yeah, I had this actually done on Saturday. It was actually technically finished on Saturday, but I didn't want to spoil it. And so I figured a Just Chatting stream would be a fun way to show it. But that's not all that Avis helped me with. So I came with some extra little fun bits, like so. Eee. Heart eyes. This is me when I see Aventurine, I guess. Oh, this is me when I see whatever kind of boy that I like. In games. Husbando, yes, they're my husbando locator eyes. And yeah. they're my husbando eyes. And we can also do this. You're so mean to me. Why am I always bullied? Yeah. And this one requires me to back up a bit. But there's actually one more thing. Hang on. Let me back up a bit. Let me back up a few notches. Okay. I think this is good. I think I might need to lower down just like a few more spaces. Let me show you the coup d'etat besides the extra rigging. Him? Look! Now we can play games together. I got a controller now. I have a controller now. So that means I can actually look like I'm playing my games. So let me just kind of give you guys a little zoom in with that. The sleeves do a little wiggle. You guys get to see an up close and personal shot with my nails. And my little gloves. I decided to go out with the short gloves instead of the longer ones. This was actually based off the Chung Yoon one from Genshin Impact. The 8-bit Dio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Pardon. The 8-bit Dio controllers. They had the special Chung Yoon one. And I showed that to Avis, and I was just like, can you kind of like make the gradient look like this? And she's like, yeah. I'm so happy. I've been wanting to have my own like little personal controller toggle for ages, and now when I switch over to my gaming screen, we can have this with me. Now I'll be able to be kind of like a little bit more up close, a little bit more taller when I play games, so I'm no longer just the you know, the anime girl in the corner. The Sorceress is actually gaming! Oh, yeah. The Sorceress is actually gonna be gaming! Angie face? Oh, you wanna see the Angie face? Oh yeah, I don't really get to show off the Angie face all that often. 1 second. Let me find it. Which one is it? Okay, hang on. Angie face. I rarely ever have to pull this out. Wait. I have an idea. I don't like it. And now, sadly, the controller one does not work with my kimono, so whenever we're doing like Rune Factory, we're gonna stick with kimono, but we won't have the controller then. But yeah, we'll have a controller most days. Just for the specialty days that I'm wearing my kimono, I will not have the controller with me. I love this thing so much. It's so much fun. Anyway, let me remove the controller. Nope. And let me zoom back in. So I'm just gonna get a little close today. By the way, you guys now get to see Yapper just chilling by the window, so he's just on the vibe train today. There we go. But yeah, how is everybody? Yeah, Venturing's by the window. He's feeling the breeze. He's not directly outside because I know he would probably sunburn. But yeah. In full reality, how is everybody today? I hope everyone's doing well. Excuse me? Oh, end of second quarter is rough. Oh, that sucks. But yeah. I'm glad I'm like on the verge of like feeling 100% better. I'm almost there. I'm just like coughing every so often. I'm not as bad as last week. You probably hear the significant improvement. Also, Fine on hype mode. Yeah, I saw some of the stuff for Fine on, and it's like, Fine on, you're not making it easy, my boy. I want to also get Saber. Fine on is not making it easy for my choices, is he? No, he's not. The problem is, it's like, we'll be getting another 5-star later too, yeah. Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm just excited and I'm nervous for 3.4 because I saw like the little bit of a trailer because someone kind of showed it on YouTube. I believe the live stream already came and went, so I think it's safe to say. Okay, so it is safe to say about the Saber in 3.4. I saw the little tidbit on a short that my favorite characters are coming back. I can't wait. I gushed about this on Saturday after I saw it, and I was just all excited. I saw my favorite characters back. It makes me so excited. Plus, now with my additional rigging, it's just gonna make it even more hype. I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm also by the way, I am no longer using my webcam. My webcam is no longer attached. So everything is a little bit better now. So hopefully that will actually make my Honkai Star Rail streams run a lot smoother. Because, I'll be honest, I think the webcam was probably eating up a bit of the fun stuff. But yeah, I'm able to move a little bit more freely. Sorry, my coughing fits are not fully over with yet. Sometimes they just like appear and disappear. Luckily, they're not as bad as last week. I felt so bad for last week. I know I couldn't help myself, but I could not help. I felt so bad every so often, especially during Rune Factory Day. I was still like coughing so badly and it was embarrassing and I felt bad because it's like I had to have to mute myself every so often. Okay, so will be Anime Expo. Ooh. I haven't gone to a convention in a hot minute. I wish I could go, but like I can't. I'm usually stuck where I'm at. I can't go to conventions. It's mostly just due to time. Like, I know that there's like some stuff over at Anime Impulse that I would love to go and see, but unfortunately I can't. It's just mostly due to time constraints and money. Oh yeah, it's massive. That is true. It is extremely massive. I think that's also another reason why I haven't gone to conventions, is because I always feel so... How do I explain this? I don't... It depends on the day. I either do well with crowds or I don't. It's really weird. Like, I used to go to, like, small conventions and whatnot, and that was fine. But the moment I'm in, like, anywhere, somewhere that's, like, extremely massive... Samurai, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And thank you for the future Saber funds. I appreciate it. Oh, now imagine that many people drink. Oh God. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'd rather be an indoor gremlin. Okay, never mind. There's reason number 3. I am an indoor gremlin. I prefer, especially during summer conventions. I want to stay indoors. Me and heat do not mix well. Yeah, that's why it's like I want to go, but it's like I A, don't want to go alone, B, it's hot, and C, the crowds. Because the crowds always spook me. The crowds are the most terrifying. Even though I would love to hang out with Midnight or Nova, which, by the way, I didn't get a chance to really pop in and see it. But Nova Tenma, who is also one of the Avis family groups, she was one of Avis's first like little VTuber children. Hi, Baba. How are you? Oh yeah, Bubba, you went on vacation recently. I hope you had fun. Well, actually, I saw you have fun. It's not like this is a big secret. But yeah, Nova is one of my quote-unquote older sisters, in extremely heavy quotes. And she had an archive karaoke stream recently. Like, literally just today. I saw her thing pop up on my feed. It's like, no, I can't pop in and see her play this. Dang it. Oops, I thought I muted myself. I swear I had my hand over the thing. I swear I muted myself. I guess not. First day back at work, already hating life. It's okay, Bubba. Wushu wushu. Don't Tuska do that. Me coughing out a lung is disgusting. Now, the sneezes I can forgive people for, because, you know, the sneezes are kind of cute. But, like, the coughing, no. I will fully disagree with the coughing. My goodness. I can't believe we're so close to the end of the month already. It's insane. It's Zephyr noise. Zephyr noises go ree. I love hanging out with you guys. This is so much fun. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna double back real quick. I'm gonna talk about my smaller con. Oh yeah, recently it was Off-Kai Expo. Yeah, that is true. Off-Kai Expo was literally just this last weekend. And oh. 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 I see. Yeah, last night Kendra was talking about me. Oh. New friend? No, I don't. My brain had like a huge... I'm sorry, I got distracted by several different conversations all at once. No, I do not. I do know that Athena and the Divnos boys were actually premiering at Off-Kai as well. And I was very jealous because I would love to go see Athena. I didn't get a chance to see Athena, which made me a little bit sad. I would have loved to have gone. Like I said, conventions and me are a little rough around the edges. I would have loved to have gone to Off-Kai. I really want to go hang out with like Midnight and Nova at some point. Snake VTuber. Interesting. Very charming, probably, because, you know, snake charmer. Nah, that wasn't funny. Forgive me. Forgive me, that probably was not very funny. Oh, she's a teacher outside VTubing. Oh, that's cute. I like it when I hear about things like that. That's really nice. I wasn't aware that like, Kendra was talking about me last night. I think I was kind of like, I don't know what time last night, but I was tired. Ooh. Wow, that's cool. I like hearing about that. I like hearing about when people have my sharing game preferences, because I know... Excuse me. Didn't get to hear that one. Anyway. Oh yeah, game night. I see. But yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, was it D&D night last night for you guys? Dang, missed it. I think I was like half unconscious because I've been working to try and like readjust my sleep schedule. Me being sick is like a living nightmare on my sleep schedule. Because I think last few days while I was recovering, I think I went to bed at like 8:30, and Saturday I like woke up at 4 a.m. Maybe you saying like take note I'm married. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I know it's a really strange for me as a... So good. That's a long time and I'm still sick. Yeah, I'm still icky sicky. I'm like 90% better. I am like finishing up. I'm on like my tail end, so I'm not taking as much. I'm not like taking any cough medicine now. There's just a couple of sniffles here and there. But yeah, I'm no longer taking cough medicine or decongestants, so I am like I'm on the path of feeling 90% better. That's not stop my throat from drying out though. But yeah, anyway, my game preferences. It's always so strange when I always feel like a little bit like an odd duck, I'll be honest, whenever it comes to games. Because I know I stick around in the more cozy section. I stick around the more cozy section of games. And I'm happy that people do come by and enjoy them. With the exception of like, you know, the few rounds of Honkai Star Rail when we're like going through the emotional roller coaster of insanity. That is the Honkai Star Rail narrative. Yeah. But yes. For Honkai Star Rail news, excited for 3.4. I'm excited for the Holy Grail War. Yeah, we're barely even halfway through 3.0. Jesus. I'm gonna have way too much fun with that face. Now you guys know I'll like be exasperated because my face will go like... Yeah, you guys will know I'm exasperated when I make that face now. That's gonna be fun. Now you guys will know even more when I'm like absolutely donezo. Still need to do the story. Well, take your time, Bubba. Don't worry. It takes a little bit of time to go through. I know. I still need to watch it. I'm going to put it on my thing for this weekend. I promise. I super duper promise that I will return. I will watch the Fate series this weekend. I will binge watch that. If I was able to binge watch Delicious in Dungeon within like a weekend and a half, I will binge watch Fate Stay Night. I will! I promise! Without time, I think that... Oh, wait, is the Fate... Okay, so we may have time, and that... If the Fate part of it doesn't come out until, like, the second half, I think that would probably be for the better, because that would actually make a bit more narrative sense. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. Bold words. Don't worry, I promise. This is my sorceress promise, okay? Like I said, I was able to get through Dungeon Meshi within like a weekend and a half. I should be able to get through a fair bit of Fate Stay Night. Week after 3.14 releases. Okay. Pardon. Did I miss something? Sorry. I saw like a chat bubble go by. My brain was like seeing things. At least watch some of the OST. I promise. I make this solemn sorceress promise that I will be watching. Okay, that was probably just the super chat bubble. I just realized that. I'm still getting used to everything. I'm not that Delulu. Now. I promise I'm not that crazy. Yeah, yep, I know. I need to see Unlimited Blade Works too. Like I said, I make the promise that I will watch Fate. I promise everybody I will watch Fate Stay Night. And once I do, we will have I will at least have a modicum of knowledge, especially when 3.4 brings it up. Because I don't want to sit there and do like the Honkai Impact 3rd where I have no idea what's going on. But that's what I have you guys for. You guys are my Honkai Impact 3rd knowledge. My lore keepers for Honkai Impact 3rd. That's what they all say. Yeah, I know. Ooh. Interesting. Oh. Not sure if you heard something like, oh, really? If I think I'll keep an ear out for it. I'll keep an ear out for it. If it sounds familiar, I will definitely have my ear out on it. I kind of call myself a little bit of an audiophile. I'm not like a complete audiophile, but I know good music when I hear it. Also, I made a discovery in Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. I was looking up voice actors because I was blatantly curious. I'm not going to say the character. By the way, I'm not going to talk about the character because he's probably not going to show up for a little while. But I will say, Sayu is back in there too. Alejandro Saab is voice acting in it again. He's in my Rune Factory games! The man is in my Rune Factory game. Again. Second time around. Alejandro's literally everywhere nowadays. I'm all for it for him. He's just like, I was looking up the list and my brain was just like, oh. Dang it, Sayu, why are you in my games? You're everywhere. Why are you here? Let's say he's gonna be in every game this year. I hope that. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. I want him to be in every game. I want him to infect every single game. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Also, not only that, but Allegra Clark's in it too. Again, not gonna talk about the character because I had to take a quick peeky. But Allegra Clark is also in it, and I'm very happy because I like hearing her. Random question: have I seen Ruby? Yes, but it wasn't my favorite. I think I only watched like a handful of episodes from the first season, but other than that, I couldn't really like latch on to Ruby, unfortunately. As a series, I unfortunately could not grasp onto Ruby very well. I don't know what it was. Something about it was just like not my cup of tea. Aaron Zek is like, I see. I see. Oh, she's Black Swan. I see. Okay, okay. If I go back and listen to it, maybe there was probably like a slight like I can probably hear it in her voice. Like I said, I care a lot for voice actors. You can tell. So for me, Ruby took you like 3 attempts. Yeah, I don't know how many. I just don't know if I can handle it. It's like I have so many series I need to watch. I still need to pick a date. By the way, I still need to pick a date for, speaking of watching things, I need to pick a date for when members get to watch, my brain is having an aneurysm, give me a second. When we're gonna be watching, what is it? Wow, SAO abridged, there it is. We're gonna watch, I want to pick a nice day when members want to watch like Sword Art Online abridged, because that's like a giggle and a half, I think, coming up. I need to find like a nice day to plan that, because I don't think it would take very long to get through the entire series. I don't think it would. I don't think it would take very long to get through the entire series. Unless they recently updated it. I might have to go like bit by bit. I haven't done without checking it. We had other suggestions, like I remember when I was doing each episode's like 15-20 minutes. Okay, so it is about the length of an anime. I know we were talking about watching Hellsing at some point. Seen Slayers. No. I don't recall seeing Slayers, no. I'd argue Ruby is great until the end of 3. I see. Okay. I might have to go back and look at some of those up, because I feel like I feel like I have like an itch in my memory of Slayers, but I don't think I actually watched it. Like I said, my anime diet is still like relatively simple. But I am not unwilling to watch things. I see. Like I said, I like talking about VAs. Talking about voice actors always makes me smile, because it's just like, yay. And I just also... Oh, Sorceress Sims. Oh, I see. Clever. Slayers. Okay. Keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on that. Hang on. I got some Discord messages. Give me just a second. Oh, Okay. So Mama sent me some stuff that I needed to look at. Sorry, sorry, I was talking to Ava's mama. There was some stuff that I needed to ask her because I was so confused about certain things. She just responded back, and I was just like, yay. Okay. No, not more hip windows, Bubba. This was kind of like something else I needed to talk to her about. If I was getting more hip window, there would be like no hip window. It would just be, I don't know what like there would, if there would be hip window, it would go all the way to the waist. It would practically be a bikini. I don't think I can go that far. That would be a bikini. If I didn't get okay. Okay. How about one day, maybe next summer, I will try to convince Avis for a swimsuit, okay? How about I'll add it into a super chat goal at some point. that if we reach it, I will ask Mama for a summer swimsuit. And we will do that entire swimsuit for the entire summer. Like, I will get a pool background asset if I have to, and we'll just chill there when we're not gaming. Nice idea. Yeah, I'll make you guys a promise on that one, okay? Did you see the no, Firefly skin? Firefly has a skin? No, I don't know. I didn't see it. I think I'll keep that one secret because that'll be interesting to see. I want my aventurine skins, Hoyo. Give me my gambler husbando skins, please. It's too much like her outfit. I want Camden's dream to become a reality. He wants to see the, I don't know, okay, now I won't question the pajama one, but like the pirate Rini and IPC uniform aventurine, I want to see those for absolute certain. Anyway, I hope they bring more skins. Because I would actually pay for those skins and be a happy person. Give Ratio a skin. Give him like give Ratio like his concert skin. That would look so nice. Sorry, I was daydreaming. Want the D&D skins they had for Genshin? They had D&D skins for Genshin? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was part of Cypher's drip video was she literally just yoinked his bathtub and he just like shrugged it off and called it a day. They had fantasy artwork during Chlorine story. I see. You can tell how far away I am from Genshin Impact. It's been like, I haven't touched Genshin since like early Sumeru. Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, Cypher had very good taste. That Ratio bathtub was a 5-star artifact, let's be honest. But yeah, I really wanted to play up to Fontaine. I should make a day where I go back to Genshin. But it's like, do I really want to catch up to that? Plus, I think for some of it, I'm waiting until all the voices are re-implemented into Genshin. Because I'll be honest, your girl does not want to go through all of Natlan with like 90% of the voices muted. Now understandably so for what it was. I'm not gonna get into the topic, but yeah, understandable for what it was at the time. But it's like, I'd rather wait until we hear them back. Excuse me. But yeah. I'm gonna wait a little bit for the, for if I ever go back to Genshin, I want to wait until at least the Natlan is like fully patched through with the VAs again. Because I think like I said, going through Natlan without all the voices is kind of just like terrifying. Okay, here's a hot... Okay, I have a very, very hot take on the Genshin Travelers, and it's not a bad thing. It's just something I tended to notice that the story itself feels a bit more like it is centered around Aether finding Lumine and not the other way around. It feels like Lumine was canonically meant to be the one that was taken, and Aether was the one that's supposed to be going through the traveling. That's just a small opinion that I kind of like sat back and I looked at it from a long time like point of view. If that makes any sense. Also, hello. I don't know why. It's just the vibe I get. It feels like Lumine, when she's doing the other side stuff, she's a little bit more proactive on that one. Because, like, Lumine got carried away by the robot at one point in one of those cutscenes, but Aether wasn't. I don't know if that was a trailer for something, but that's what it looked like. It's like, man, that's just disappointing. It felt, as someone who did play as Lumine, yeah, it felt a little disconjointed. It feels weird. After a while of like setting it down and like stepping back and looking at it, that's what it felt like to me. It did feel like Aether was meant to be on the hero end, and Lumine was meant to be the one that was the needed to be looked for sibling. That's how it's been striking me as. Excuse me. Sorry about my little mini rant. Well, understandably so. In the marketing of a gacha game, a lot of the girls do sell better. Me, I like my guys. I like my husbandos. I like my... Also true. I like my guy characters, if I'm honest. I am probably like one of the few in that demographic that is just like, I like my male characters. That's why I went after Anaxa so hard. Aside from the fact he's essentially my silver wolf. And not to mention he and Dr. Ratio were bannering together at the same time. I'm sorry, I was processing trauma. I think they're trying to appeal to both. Yeah, I think so too. Plus, originally it was crazy. I was not a huge fan of HSR for a little while, but after I like settled down and really started playing it, I really started to enjoy it. I'll go first, officially. Nice. And then we got Mighty, who is like all like detailed muscle. And we also got like we got Mighty, who is like all muscle. That man is whoo. Hats and shirtless. I'm sorry, I feel... After I caught up with the story at one point, whenever I stopped playing, didn't pick it up back until Penacony. I forgot what triggered my want to play. I think it was was it really just hearing about Aventurine? Was that really all it took? I think it was. I think it was. I feel like it was all literally down to Aventurine as a character. Like, somehow my brain saw this particular character one day out of curiosity, and I'm just like, oh, I see. Or what the 2 months you plowed through Chinese land just to get Fennego. Yeah, this is true. I literally was going crazy offline. I remember I lived and breathed Yarilo 6 all the way through the Luofu arc. Just to play Penacony. Just to play Penacony. And I don't regret it though. I don't regret it one bit. Because if I regretted it, I would have brought it up at some point. But no, I don't regret it. I'm glad I have my staple. It's good. Not much. I think the Luofu arc was interesting. I think it was probably the space station. Like, Bellabog was nice, but yeah, I will agree with the sentiment. The Luofu did feel like a bit like a breath of fresh air because it felt interesting. But let's be honest, the story of Penacony was delicious. That was like, I want more Penacony. Yeah, honestly, 3.0 and 2.0 are like kinda up there. Bellabog got carried hard by Svarog. I can agree to that. I feel like Svarog definitely carried the Bellabog arc, along with the okay, you know what? And the shipping fuel. I'm not gonna deny that. The shipping fuel probably carried Bellabog. The lovely shipping fuel of Baronia and Zila probably were the other half that carried that carried that entire story arc. Imagine we had 2 planets that in the space station doesn't launch. Yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, we did. That was actually a lot for like the year they lived in at first. It was a lot of content. I'm not denying that. I remember being like so struggle bussy too. I remember struggling a little bit, not through the Bellabog or the main story, but through like the Divergent Universe stuff or Simulated Universe stuff, because I struggled through the Simulated Universe so often, but then I got used to it. It's like, oh, I just need characters that actually work. Still don't like being locked behind a level cap. Spent a whole week just to play the next story chapter. Oh yeah, they did technically lock you behind a level cap, didn't they, at the beginning? I don't think they do that anymore, because I think usually by the time you are at a certain level, you are already at like a world level, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like 70 by the time we got to Penacony. Yeah. I think I was like, actually. I haven't 100% any Simulated Universe either, and I still probably have like rewards to pick up from it. Oh, I see. How little they give you for pulls between the content. I feel like, yeah, for Genshin. Yeah, I gotta smash the bugs for early as Firefly. Let the yeah, you know what? Let Firefly cope with the Simulated Universe bugs. Yeah, this is true. Although sometimes I think like I said, it took me a little bit to realize the whole if I'm pulling for a character, I need to learn when to save and when to pull.
it's kind of like the 2 new girls they had drip marketed. I am going to more than likely be skipping those ones. I don't unless they intrigue me story-wise, I'm not gonna pull on them. I'm like, oh, you know what? If they get Firefly getting reinforcements by the Helldivers, I headcanon that. That's cool. I think that's definitely a Firefly thing to do. She would make friends with the Helldivers. I think she would. She would make so many friends with the Helldivers. Yeah, but then 2 newer ones, it's like the other one's for Kafka. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't really have a Kafka, so I'm probably skipping. I think I'm gonna skip because I have a good team already. I like my follow-up crew. And you know me, I'm not exactly fully focused on... I'm not fully focused on endgame content, but I do like my follow-up team. Yeah, the 1.0 buffs should happen soon. I know that what they were, I don't have it confirmed. But yeah, the 3 point, I was talking about they were talking about Jingliu, and I wasn't sure. It's confirmed now? Okay. I wasn't sure like when the Jingliu one was confirmed, but I've heard about it. Okay. Okay. I will be honest, and I will be completely honest with this. If I were to ever play Genshin again, you guys would probably laugh at me, but like the characters I would want from Genshin would be Kaveh, Alhaitham, and I'm gonna cross out D-Luke because as much as I was a D-Luke fan, I'm like, no, D-Luke, I'm sorry, you're off the team, buddy. I have a type, okay? Yeah, I do. I have a type. It's called Big Bulky Scholars. I don't know. I used to love D-Luke, but he never came home. Maybe it's just spite. Maybe it's just spite. I know. I have the outfit for. I literally have the outfit for him on my account, and that's the only saving grace for him is because of his outfit. That's literally his only poor saving grace in my books is literally his outfit. But I never got him. He never came home. I would have loved it for him to break my 50/50s. He never did. Still use Jean. Oh, yeah. Jean ruined my Zhongli ones. I remember that very fondly. Oh, I remember. I really should play Genshin again at some point, just for funsies. Maybe I'll look into it, but like I have an entire genre of games I still need to touch. I hope the Steam summer sale pops up soon because I want to get Persona 5 Royal on like a sale. I'm just kind of like waiting. Plus, I still have to finish Night in the Woods as well. I have a few games I need to finish. But June 26th? Oh, sweet. That's literally in 2 days. I'm just waiting for Persona 5 Royal to pop up on sale. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to get Persona 5 Royal because I know everyone's probably chomping at the bit, wondering where it's at because it was on my long form game list. Okay. Persona 3 remasters on sale. Ooh, nice. But yeah, I want to play P5R for certain because everyone voted for that. Then eventually, yes, I will backtrack into Persona 5 remaster when it comes out because P4 is getting the remake as well. Yes, that's exactly that's the reason I am heavily pushing P5R. I'm also going to do it like at a 100% good schedule, I think, too. By the way, I am not going to take if, ands, or buts about this. But if I play P4 remaster, Naoto is going to be the one that I pick. No if, ands, or buts about it. I am taking Naoto. I will have my protagonist date Naoto. If I had a secondary option, it would either be between Rise or I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but she's the one who runs the inn. Forgive me for not remembering her name off the top of my head. It's been a bit. But yes, Naoto, Shirogane. Yes, Yukiko. That's it. It's Yukiko. Yukiko would be like third. I would also accept Rise. I was so shocked when I heard Laura Bailey was actually voicing Rise. Especially during the dimension scenes in the world beyond the TV. I was so shocked to know that was actually Laura Bailey, because at the time I wasn't aware of voice actors, or at least not very well. It was just funny. It's like, oh my god. But yeah. Although I did hear about, I don't know if it was a joke or if it's an actual thing, but I don't think the original voices of Yusuke and Chie are back. I apparently, I don't know if that was just a Twitter joke or if it was an actual, or it's an actual thing that supposedly, now do not take my word as law, because it's hard for me to know if Twitter is doing a thing. It's always hard for me to tell. I don't know if Yusuke and Chie are being voiced by their OG voice actors. But anyway. It would be nice to hear Sam Riegel do Teddy. Yeah. I only go to Twitter like once in a while when I want to like talk to, like, see what Yui is up to, see what Avis is doing, and like a few other small things. Other than that, I've been doing very well staying off Twitter. I like pop in there like once or twice in the day. So yeah. P3R had a new cast, so I mentioned P4R does too. I see. But yeah. Oh, you guys want to know something interesting? I want to share this story. So, I had an old phone, and so during my weekend, I had to go get a new phone because I was actually, according to my contract, I was actually due for a free one. So when I transferred all my stuff around, I had Twitter on my phone, but when I got my new phone back, I forgot how to enter my Twitter account from there, because I had like a special hidden one. I had like a little side account that I was like just doing that for a little bit of a goof and a gaff, and I don't remember it anymore, so I took that app right off my phone. And I feel pretty good, actually. That's all there is to it. I took the app off my phone. I felt really good. Yeah, cookies. It was just a thing. It wasn't anything big. And my previous phone was actually kind of old, so it was fine. It was not. I like having the new phone now. It makes me smile. Yeah. Oh well. Like I said, I just kind of like I like pop over there once in a while and just to see what things are doing. I'm mostly there for for the people that I know, but that's literally all I go on there for. I go there for like Athena and like Yui and a few like other people, but then that's it. After like 5 or so minutes of scrolling, I just like pop out. I'm just like, I'm done. Then I go play Sims 4 for like a few hours. Then I go, actually, I hardly even play The Sims 4. Every single time I'm trying to go over and play it, I'm downloading mods, and then I forget to actually play the game file that I'm on. Well, not that I forget the game file that I'm on, I just forget to play. Because then I get distracted. Like the silly little goofy goober I am. Oh yeah. Speaking of, okay. Humor me for a bit. So, humor me for a moment. Would you guys be good if I ever brought back a Sims 4 Legacy Challenge again? Just to kind of like play it once in a while. I have a fun one based around magic that I found. And I was kind of like, you know, that'd be kind of fun to kind of like just tinker with. I would like to do that one because it's like based on magic. Yeah, I think I should pick that up, but I'm giving it some time because the only reason I bring it up is because Sims 4 is dropping their fairies in nature pack. Sure much you wanted to start. Thank you. I always want to hear what people want to. I always want to know what people want to watch me do. Sometimes. I know sometimes I indulge myself with certain games. Other times I do want to hear what you guys want to see me play once in a while. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Personally not a fan of Sims. Maybe you sell stick around. Yay. Okay. So we'll give it a few plays. But the only reason I brought this up is because Sims is doing its fairy expansion for the upcoming, and I'm going to give it like a few weeks afterwards to get like certain mods back into position. Then I figure we could probably play that for a little while, have a bit of fun. I have like a little, it's like a hyperfixation, but also I just kind of enjoy it. People are digging Inzoi because of the Sims like style. I've heard about Inzoi. Yeah. I've heard about that one too. But the only problem is with live sim games, my brain will get hyperfixated for a little bit and then I will completely forget. I love my hyperfixation brain. We'll probably give it a few plays and see how everyone is. If not, then I'll play the rest of it on my own. But yeah, I wanted to run that one past you guys for a little bit, just a second, because I like I said, I like to hear what you guys have to say. Like you play one character and let the rest go auto. No, I would. Oh yeah, I would. Because of my settings, I would literally let the town go auto, and I would just. But like, if I was supposed to play and there's like, there's kind of like not a big reception to it, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Then we'll just then I'll probably like silently like maybe drop it and then just play it on the side whenever I feel like it. It depends. Sometimes having the content to talk about with you guys always makes it a little bit easier to work with, but it just depends on the day. And like I said, if no one likes it, then I'm not gonna have any hurt feelings. I know Sims has like a little bit of a mixed reaction. Although not next week, because of course next week is Honkai Star Rail week. Thank you. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. Excuse me a second, Bubba.
Ah!
I swear, it's because I'm talking now that my coughing has gotten worse. Oh, the Sorceress Yapper and her penchant. The Sorceress and her penchant to, yap, and therefore cough. Is there anything else I really want to talk about? Anything else on my mind? Oh wait, because I believe I'll buy an elixir of curing. I know, I need to get one of those. I'm having way too much fun with these facial expressions too. Oh, I should play Kindergarten at some point. I know Kiki was playing it, but Kindergarten was like one of my favorite like puzzle-esque Groundhog Day games that, once again, because of Jacksepticeye, I remember watching those and I'm just like, oh, those games are kind of cute and like a little crazy and fun. He's kind of the doctor. He's kind of where the doctor had a cure to everything except the common cold? Bro, what kind of doctor is that? That's just bogus. Oh well. My cure for a common cold is rest, orange juice, chicken noodle soup, and a bunch of cough medicine and decongestions. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Soup. Soup. Soup and tea. You guys actually get to see my little face puff out. You'll know I'm drinking water too. I'm gonna start enjoying that. You guys are gonna notice when I'm actually drinking water is when my face starts puffing up like. Oh no, a streamer slash VTuber eating and drinking while on stream. Oh no, call the police. I'm in a silly mood today, I think. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. It's okay. I'm just joking. VTuber gotta live too. Yeah, we do. We gotta eat. We gotta eat and drink, even if it's on live stream once in a while. I do try to avoid eating on live stream, but like once in a while, I just can't help myself. It's like I need to eat. It's mostly because I just don't want to irritate anybody. Oh yeah, that's called mukbang. Yeah, I just don't want to. It was that's the one thing I don't want to have is that it's like I don't like. I thought mukbangs are kind of gross, in my personal opinion. Especially, I don't know if it's just an auditory issue of mine, but like I hated the slurping noises. It was like, now if it was the crunching, maybe a little bit more satisfying, but like the legitimate slurping, not for me, I think. Bubba, I think you might have accidentally self-reported yourself there, buddy. Bubba over here self-reporting himself. Yeah, I think it all comes down to a matter of taste. This is true. Now, if I were to eat some like buldak noodles because I need to for like because it's like streaming content, That I will still do that. I will do that on stream for everybody because I know you guys want to make sure I'm actually like audibly eating those and suffering. Which I still plan to. I still plan to get some bulldog noodles and eventually one day get those. It's vampire ASMR. Ah, I see. That's okay. I can do fine if it's like a vampire-esque ASMR. Okay, that one I can deal with. That one I can deal. I don't know why. I think it's just a matter of taste with real food. Except for Tokyo Treats. I would love to be sponsored by Tokyo Treats, actually. Like, straight up. Because if I were to be sponsored by one thing, I would love to be sponsored by, Sakura Co. and Tokyo Treats. Mostly because I love the way I want to try like Japan sweets. I just can't go. And ain't no way I'm gonna make you guys fundraise to send me to Japan for a week or something. That's way too expensive. But yeah. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I know. That would be the one sponsor I would take. Okay, and to be fair, if I was to go to Japan for a weekend, if I was to go to Japan though, if I'm completely honest, I would be spending so much time in the gachapon arcades. I wish I was lying, but put me in one of those like crane game and gachapon arcades and I will never leave. Never leave. I just want to see how long I can keep doing that. Pachinko machines? Probably not the pachinko, but like the gachapon machines would have me in a chokehold, especially if there's like some of the stuff that I like on it. Although I have seen some of the fun like very, very fancy crane games too. I should bring back, you know what? I should really bring back the arcade game that I played for my 600 subscriber. Oh god, what was it called again? It was that crane, we were playing crane games while I was at 600 subscribers and that was like forever ago. I meant to like bring that back around. But they were like essentially like little mini crane games that were online and you could play them and you get the actual prizes. The IRL crane game thing. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't... Toreba! That's what it was. Toreba crane games. It was Toreba crane games. I remember now. Toreba. Yeah, I remember that because that was like forever ago and I was at like 600 subscribers and I was like trying to do that. There's a gnat still buzzing around. I hate it here. I hate that gnat buzzing around. I want it to go away. I know that Toreba Crane Games is like essentially an online crane game thing. Where they give you like a set of prizes that you can like play for. And a lot of the games are like trying to figure out the word for it. They're not, well, of course they're arcade games, they're not easy, but they're very simplified, I think is the word I'm looking for. They're like a relatively simplified thing, just like a little bit more long and arduous. But I would love to play that. Like, just play that again for Christmas or something. Get some like Christmas ones, like fair games. I think so, but they are based around like Japanese crane games. I don't know how to explain it very well. All I remember... Okay, no worries. Take your time. But yeah, I have this distinct memory of a ping pong ball game, and I swear I almost had a prize, but I never got it. But I was very, very limited at the time of like when I was doing that particular stream, because I remembered I had to like hard budget myself at the time. Was I still PNG back then? Was I still PNG when I did that? I think I was. I still... Oh, wow. I'm gonna take a little hop back down memory lane. Give me like a hot minute. Hang on. Was I still a PNG? That was ages ago. I am blatantly curious. Like, I want to like look at my list real quick. I feel like that was... At this point, that was so long ago. Character sheet. Oh yeah, the character sheets. Let's see. Oh, it was definitely over a year ago, but I think I was PNG back then. I think I was like still tiny. Fate with Death. We're almost there. I feel like Toreba was in there somewhere. Did I... Let's see, did it still there? That was super early in the year. That was like super duper early. I can't find it, which is a little bizarre. Oh, no, here it is. Yeah, that was like a year ago. Yeah, that was back when I was a little wee PNG. That was quite literally back in my PNG days. That's crazy. That was a year ago. Almost 2, actually. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, my 2-year anniversary is about ready to pop up for streaming, at least on this platform. It's insane. Oh my god! I just never thought about it. It's like... missed the PNG, but... Oh, if you want to like go like way back, my old PNG is still on there. Before I transformed and did the evolution. Those are like some super old VODs too. But my god, I am like almost at my 2nd year streamer anniversary on this thing, and I don't even remember when. I should probably like go back to like my very first stream on here, or at least like maybe when I made the permanent appearance. Because I was still like back and forth with Purple Side at the time and here. So, definitely like at a 2nd year. Or Annie, you should do a watch along of your OG. No! No. Oh no. I would die. I would die of embarrassment. I would literally wince, cry, cringe. Or at least I need to highlight. It's just a symbol of growth. I know. It's a symbol of growth. It really is, though. Like, again. I never thought I'd make it this far. As streaming goes, I never thought of the day that I would actually get monetized. I never thought of the day that I would actually have membies or anything. It's no worries. Have a nice day. As I spoke about it last week, but it's like I never dreamed of the day that I would reach this. And again, it's a lot thanks to you guys for always sticking by, especially at the time when I was like regularly struggling. But yeah, you guys have been like epic, epic, epic. And I'm very appreciative of all of your guys' help and attention. But yeah. We're here now. Remember when I was saying I wasn't sure if I would break 500 back in the day. This is, yeah. Crazy how time flies. It is crazy. Yeah, breaking 500 back then was probably the most nerve-wracking one. But yeah, I remember that. I was like not certain I'd break the 500. But now, look where we are now. Or look where we are now. We got memberships, we've got super chats open, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. I should open up the super thanks as well for VOD watchers at some point. All familiar and new faces, yeah. I feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. I really do. Yeah. I'm happy that I have such a nice group to work with. I'm like warm and fuzzy. I've lost track of my words. I have genuinely lost track of the words. And I know whenever I do these, although I do know when I do these particular streams, I am happy for those who just want to like sit back and just listen to me yap for like 2 hours. Because me yapping for 2 hours is like the biggest shine through my personality when I start like bouncing between subjects. Because you guys know I can't focus on one thing for too long, otherwise my brain goes in a completely different direction. You guys are stuck with me, in a manner of speaking. You guys are, in a manner of speaking, stuck with me. And I know once I'm feeling like 100% better, I really want to like work towards the hell of a boss and yeah, thank you. Yeah. Besides me catching a cold, everything's been good so far. Sniffles. I'm then just all goofy now. I'm just like all goofy. I'm all silly. But yeah. You guys stick with me through the yap sessions. Indie animation have lots of recommendations. Ooh, fancy. I'm always up for seeing some indie animations. I still need to go. I still need to watch. Hold up. Who's? Sorry about that. Avis recontacted me again. Avis and I are working some stuff out because there's some things I need to get something worked on, and I just needed her help real quick. Anyway, you guys have been very epic during my Yap Fest because I know I can be very back and forth. I'm very back and forth with a lot of my subjects. I can't focus on more than one thing for longer than like 5-ish minutes, and then I like start bounding to the next one. Kind of like how, and I also repeat constantly. I also put myself on repeat very, very constantly. In case you haven't noticed. But yeah. You guys are awesome. When you asked for this, remember when you... Yeah, I remember coming up with the tea time. You guys helped me come up with the tea time idea because I remember it was the epiphany that it brought me after trying to do cabin, the cabin game. And you guys helped me figure out that sitting back and talking to you guys has been like the best thing to do, because I never fully like sat down and actually like fully had conversations. So sitting down and having like these nice little conversations is really, really lovely. Not to mention, it also made me realize, especially when it comes to scary games, to know when to quit. I need to know when to quit, because with spooky games, that is, because I still have very, very big memories of the cabin game. I genuinely forgot what the rest of it was called. My brain is having like a moment trying to remember what it was. It was like Cabin Inspector or something like that. And it did make me realize that, yeah, I have hard limits after a little while. But again, double thing was, it did help me figure out that I needed to settle down and talk with you guys too. Because talking with you guys matters a lot. Because it does let me sit back and let me hear what you guys want to talk about, what you want to say. And even if we end up like trailing off for Honkai Star Rail for like 5 to 10 minutes. Because let's be honest, there is no Zephyr stream that is complete without talking about Honkai Star Rail. It's mentioned once in streams that are not regulated to just chatting or Honkai Star Rail itself. Speaking of, I believe it is actually going to be Honkai Star Rail week next week. I am double checking when 3.4 drops because, hang on, let me double check. When does that one actually fully drop? July 2nd. So yeah, next week is Honkai Star Rail week. Yep. The 1st of July. Yeah, we're definitely playing Honkai Star Rail that week. So it's technically July 2nd for me who lives in the States. So yeah. It'll be up and live, I believe, around July 2nd. So we'll be technically starting it like day after. Yeah, so okay. I'm just working my schedule around. It might help you focus getting just a little during the week. Get it all out a little early. Yeah. Oh, Amazing Digital Circus. That I remember, like, everyone goes crazy with. Let's see. That gnat is going to drive me bonkers. Amazing Digital Circus I have seen. I've heard about murder drones. Gooseworks and Liam Vickers. Okay. Yeah, I've heard about Amazing Digital Circus. I've seen that. That has been... I've seen a few of my acquaintances enjoy Amazing Digital Circus, and that's kind of curious. Amazing Digital Circus is... I don't know how to describe it. Amazing Digital Circus was kind of like... I never watched it myself. All I know is, like... I feel like it's something along... I'm going to drive... This gnat is going to drive me nuts. Oh, yeah, there are other pilots, like, Pretty Please Don't... Oh, yeah, that one I have seen, like, on my recommended feed. But I can't describe Amazing Digital Circus as a synopsis, because I'm very bad with it. All I know is I think the characters are essentially kind of like in a weird version of, I want to call it almost like purgatory. But that's all I know, and I just know that there's also some wacky snacky characters. It's Y2K nostalgia comedy with a slight touch of existential horror. Okay. Excuse me. And all I know, yeah, it's 3D animated. Anything, I need to drink water. You'll know what it is when you see a disembodied thing of like teeth and a clown character. I thought I swatted you down. Guess I didn't. I thought I swatted it down when I was like prepping, but I guess I never got it right. Hmm. You know it's good because all the content farms are ripping it off. You know what? Fair. Very fair. Hmm. Yeah, I think I have heard that the content farms are like ripping it off. Ah, we love YouTube. Yeah, I've been around for an hour already. Yeah. Hi, Avarice. How are you? How's the changing homes been? I hope you've been doing okay. Oh yeah, wait, you had your birthday celebration recently, didn't you? I'm sorry I wasn't there for that. I just realized it. I realized it the last second, but I was like literally down with a cold and I couldn't do anything. I hope you had a nice like couple of streams for your birthday, Avarice. Happy belated birthday. Because I know you were busy with your move and everything, and then I got sick afterwards. Oh. I'm always so disappointed in myself whenever I am unable to show up for things because I am like out with a cold. Yeah. Oh yeah, pruning the algorithm is very difficult. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you had fun. But yeah, I know pruning the algorithm is very difficult because it's like all it takes is for your video to play like one thing and then suddenly you get recommended several dozen other ones. Sunburn. Oh. That's why I don't go outside. I sunburn really easily. Like even if I had like loads of sunscreen, I would burn. I am what I like to call an indoor gremlin, and that's about it. Easy one too. Yeah. Should probably do that too at some point. Oh, avarice! Avarice! Guess what I can do? I can do this. I can puff out my cheeks now. Yeah, my cheeks have officially reached third dimension stage. Well, kind of. As third dimension as we can get them. I'm gonna have way too much fun with that. Very cute. Yeah, I'm cute. Sucks. I've been quietly suffering under a heat wave and a summer cold. It's been fantastic. Oh yeah, funny story. So I have a funny real life story for everybody. Oh, it was a fate trying to stop us from celebrating her birthday. We defied fate though. Nice. But yeah, I have a funny story about my room, my office. So yesterday, trouble calibrating the pucker lift for her cheeks. I want to ask Avis about that one. Because I had to ask her for a few like tips. But yeah, so I believe it was just yesterday I was informed that the rooms were like still like super duper hot for whatever reason. So I wasn't sure what was causing it, but the house was like sitting at 69 nice degrees. But what happened was trying to word it. Give me a second. So there's like the little vents on the floors. Like I know some places that have like those little like air vents that are installed on the floors. So I had one that was underneath one of my work tables. And I realized on Monday, literally just yesterday afternoon, that those things were that particular vent was shut tight. Yes, it was closed. I was wondering why it was closed, and then it's like, oh wait, that's where my cat's food and water stuff used to be before I moved everything around. My cat's food and water stuff used to be like right above the vent, so we closed it so like it wouldn't hurt. Nothing would get like hurt or anything during the winter when we have to turn on the heat. And I was like, oh my god, my room is so much cooler now. So good news is, I think I'm going to suffer less in the heat in my own office space from now on. Yeah, I'm actually getting like legitimate airflow, and I never realized it. Hopefully one day we'll get full 3D. Full 3D would be a miracle and a half. A full 3D would be like a miracle and a half. I still need to eventually do the promised hand cam streams at some point. I'm just trying to find like a nice like little subject to work with it. But yeah. So yeah, that was my air vent story. So I'm probably going to be suffering less during these months because now I actually have legit airflow flowing inward. So probably when I'm playing even Honkai Star Rail, I will at least be cooled down several degrees. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Do I have any other stories? Not really. Other than the fact that my weekend was actually relatively peaceful, I did take some time to clean up the office. Oh my god, it was so, like, relaxing. I deodorized my, like, little carpet and everything, and it's, like, it's so much better. I felt so much relief once I cleaned everything up. I was like, oh, thank God. It's all nice now. Hello, how goes? It goes! Can't cool you down that much with those hot men. Yeah, true. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna deny it. I won't deny. I won't deny. It's hard to keep me cooled down whenever I see, you know, cute guys on screen. Him. Anyway, I'm not being a silly goofy goober. Other than that, yeah, my day's been, the last few days have been really nice, even though I've been like, hey! Meow. Being bullied. Being bullied now, damn. You guys are gonna get so much mileage out of the bonk emote, it's not even gonna be funny. I love how everyone is, all the people who are on the list of who've got membies and are using the bonk emote. Yeah, you guys are definitely getting your miles. You guys are getting your mileage out of those. Yeah, no, everyone's bonking me. Yes, I armed chat. I have armed the familiars with the Book of Bonk. That was a long time coming. I armed my lovely chat with the book. I know. I eventually need to get some more emotes on my list. Just like, but this month has been like very, very expensive. But yeah, I have other emotes I want to like get on the list. Excuse me. But yeah. They use this power responsibly. They'll use it as responsibly as they can. They know when I'm down bad. What happens when your membies can bonk sus thoughts? Aw. The bonkening? Do not worry about the bonkening. I was scared of the bonkening myself, and then I turned out okay. What's a few dozen books falling on your head between familiars and their sorceress, I guess. Ugh. What's a few bits of head trauma? Some of those tomes are heavy, by the way. I'm just playing with ya. It's all good. I'm just all chilled now. I'm all vibey. I'm all relaxed. I'm like all chilled and relaxed now. Oh, I don't know why. I'm just kind of like I'm just so relaxed. I'm like my brain's I don't know if it's just suddenly the music swap over, but like oh wow, I'm just like comfy. I still want to get that little your character here drawing at some point. Sorry, I really, the RuneScape music must have really kicked in. That particular song must have like really kicked something in, and my brain was just like, nice, comfy. I felt like I sank into a warm bath for a second. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I should probably talk about a little bit of the schedule for next week. Since I got people around. Honkai Star Rail Week is definitely going to be like a majority of the schedule next week. I don't know if we're going to be able to go through the entirety. I don't know if we're going to be doing like the big bulk of it on Saturday like we usually do. Because I do have D&D that night. That particular Saturday night, I'm going to definitely have a D&D night. So it all depends on how long well, then again, I have to like kind of count the streamer tag, so it's about give or take 10 hours depending. But if I chunk it up like I usually do, if I chunk it up like I usually do day to day, it should be fine. Yeah, if I chunk it up the days like I usually do, I should be able to do a decent chunk of it on Friday. Or Saturday, excuse me. Wrong day. But yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a long or short day on Saturday, because I do know I don't want to keep my D&D group waiting during Saturday. Goodness me. Counting Zephyr yaps in between. That's why I was like saying it's at least 10 hours. Because let me be honest, you guys can say that, oh, it took me like 6 hours to get into it, to like go through the storyline. You don't count for the streamer Yapper tax in the middle of it. That's why I say 10. Whatever I'm comfy at. I will, don't worry. It's just excuse me, that was a bad one. Whew. That one like literally came up before I could stop it. Whew. Yeah. Whew. But yeah, I'll play whatever until I'm comfy with it. Hopefully we'll see like towards the end. We'll play for a few hours on the certain days, and then we'll do a decent sized chunk of it on Saturday, I think. I'm very much looking forward to 3.4. How well am I? I'm getting better. I am like 90% better. The rest of it's just like on the verge of finishing up and getting on the way out. Other than that, it's all good. Oh, pardon me. Ugh. Pardon me. No, it was just a cold. I was just sick with a cold, that's all. You have a backup plan for both the story and event drops at the same time? Don't know yet. I don't know about what events are going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Hmm. My brain had like a fart there for a second. That little cough like knocked me out for a second. No, I don't have a backup plan for both the story and event drops at the same time. Depending on when or how long it takes, maybe I'll do like the small side event if the side event catches my attention to warrant a stream. Kind of like how the little mini Mario Kart-esque one did not really have like stream quality. That the little sphere racer side event was not very stream worthy because that took like maybe 2 hours, maybe like less than 2 hours. I think I only lost like one match, and that was like the final one. Everything else I just managed to cheese with the Herda car practically. Everything else I just managed to like cheese with the Herda car. But yeah, that little mini event was actually kind of fun. Oh. Excuse me. I'm eepy. I'm definitely a little eepy. You use the gacha car. Oh yeah, the gacha car. I remember that. I think I used that one for like one of the races besides the main one. And then afterwards, I think I was mostly like between the Herda car and the other ones. Part of me is like very tempted to wrap up early today. Like, the gacha car is probably like one of the better ones because I do agree. I think the gacha car is probably like one of the better ones. Oh man. Wait, they're bringing back the origami bird event? Sorry, you meant. Yeah. I'm like mostly better, but like I'm like really EP today. Let's play or work differently. Okay. Noted. Stay on the board and take turns. I see. Yeah, we've really talked about a lot today. I think that's probably why I'm like, besides me like combating the rest of this cold. I wasn't sure it was the origami. That's interesting. I like the fact they're bringing back some of the old events though for Honkai Star Rail. Makes me happy. I did finish the Galactic Baseballer one off screen. It just took me a little bit of time because I was not very good at some of those mix-ups. Oh. Let me see, is there anyone around today that I can go bother? I am going to hop over and I am going to see if there's anyone to like poke and prod. Let me see. Customization. One that we got for just chill vibes today. Oh, the origami birds are a Honkai Star Rail reference. There's like a little group of birds from Penacony where they look like little paper birds, but they're not like completely origami. No one's really doing Honkai Star Rail stuff until later. Nope. Okay. It looks like a bit of a more quiet. I think it's a little bit more of a quiet evening. But yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap up like a few minutes early today. That's cute. I used to like to do origami. I used to love wanting to do origami, but like I haven't done it in a while. Yeah. Thanks guys for the chit chat. I'm happy I got to show off some of the fun stuff. Oh yeah, I still have my Dr. Ratio that's in my closet. Yes, yes. I still have some fun stuff that's in my closet as well. I have stuff in my hobby closet that I need to pull out and eventually work on. Yeah. But yeah. Honestly, we're not wrapping up that early, that too soon, but we are gonna wrap up today. I'm happy I got like just to have like a little chance to sit down and talk and show off all the fun like little things. Like this. Yeah. My thumbnails are gonna get so much more expressive now. But yeah. But yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna bounce. Things make the big difference. Yes, they do. But yeah. Thank you. But for now, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good rest of your night. And I will see you tomorrow while we're doing another chill stream tomorrow for Rune Factory Guardians of Ozima while I work on, you know, village planning. So again, thank you all for coming out. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. So you guys have a good rest of your night. And for now, bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye! Bye-bye!